All right, testing 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Mass Mayor here, and welcome in for Jeremy. Appreciate you coming in. Anyways, welcome in, guys, for episode 10 for Bloodborne. I don't forget what episode this is on my Twitch channel. It's episode 10 for YouTube. As always, for those who want to watch, like, the original, like, everything prior to what I started streaming for Bloodborne on Twitch, feel free to check out, like, my YouTube channel. Not trying to force people to go over there, of course, just saying that's where you can find, like, the rest of the series, for those who want to get caught up. But anyways, so last stream for this, I do want to apologize to you guys for the fact that the stream got cut into three sections. For whatever it was kind of weird. For some reason, my stream my last Bloodborne stream, it dropped like 3 times on Twitch because like on StreamerBot it kept on like doing like I have like an outro message that'll play like at everyone like when my stream ends, and it did that 3 times. So it's, for some reason, like the stream ended and immediately started back up. So it ended up like cutting the stream in 3 segments. So I do apologize for that. The entire thing is actually somehow like still in one piece on YouTube. I don't know what exactly happened. I'm having a feeling there's still probably some parts that maybe got, they probably like, were laggy, or probably like, there was like a few little skips on YouTube. But nonetheless, regardless, I do apologize for the fact that the stream did, kind of bork up for whatever reason. Hopefully it won't happen tonight. Welcome in, Elginox. So anyways, last stream, we kind of went around and, like, tied up some loose ends. We, like, went back and traveled around to a few spots I needed to go and visit previously. To kind of, like, like, I did so many things I kind of forgot, like, what all I did. I know that we found, like, the old, like, this old Hunter's, I keep forgetting what the Hunter's thing's called. Hunter's Dream. We found, like, this thing that, like, looked very similar to the Hunter's Dream, where we also found, like, one of the, third of umbilical cords, which I know is, like, is very, key to, getting like the true ending, like one of the endings of the game. So we got that, and we also went and used the tonsil stone we got from one NPC in the Forbidden Woods, and we went back to this one area where there was this hand that kept on like this one creature that kept on coming every time I got close to a door, and we ended up like going to a whole nother area, which is where we're gonna be starting the stream off at, where we found like a library and everything had like these weird blobby, graduate like. They had like like cap and gowns like they graduate or whatever. They're like professors or something, like these little blobby things that were like coming after me. It's all like really weird trying to explain it because this is Bloodborne we're talking about. But yeah, that aside, guys, I did also kind of like with touch base on something else first before I go on the ad break to get this whole thing started. So tomorrow was normally supposed to be like a special day for me, considering that it's going to be like my 1-year anniversary as a YouTube partner. Originally I had like some stuff planned for that, but due to events, I decided I'm just gonna be like probably like just playing more of this most likely. It's a lot to kind of go into. It's just like some things that have happened, and just for reasons I've decided like I'm just gonna be doing like a standard stream. It's not really gonna be like much of any kind of celebration. Originally I was like planning on doing like giveaways, have like do like the stream for 10 hours and such, but yeah, it's in the end I just kind of like decided not to. Against some people know what's going on, but I'm not really, gonna like, really go into details here because, it's a stream and everything, we're live and I don't want to like bog things down. But yeah, for those who may have knew it was gonna be my anniversary tomorrow and who may have saw like a recent post I did where I was like planning on doing like some kind of special stream, it's been canceled, but I will still be live with you guys tomorrow at the very least. Because we're still gonna have fun. We're still gonna play. If we play more of this, or we get an early start on the horror, my monthly month of horror throughout my yearly month of horror throughout October, or we do something else, who knows. But the plan is that I'm gonna try to like start my month of horror on Thursday. I know I'm not gonna be able to commit to it like consistently, considering at some point I'm gonna be moving like this month, like throughout in October I am gonna be moving at some point. But I am gonna be trying to start the month of horror on Thursday. And of course Wednesday we're gonna continue Chrono Trigger, do some more Crime Scene Cleaner, and then we're gonna go from there. Anyways, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start the ad break so we can probably get started with the game. So give me a few minutes, rogues. We'll be right back. Just want to kind of like talk to y'all about that, and like again apologize for the previous stream getting cut in those sections. But anyways, give me about 3 minutes. I'll see you guys then. Alright, guys. Let's get this show on the road. So, hopefully, I'm not gonna, like, end up running something that's gonna, like, beat me down within the first, like, 30 seconds of, like, me playing, because that would be embarrassing. I'm not gonna have that happen before. Let's, obviously, like, the things that kidnapped me that one stream, and I, like, went through about, like, 30 minutes just trying to get my revenge. And then get my revenge on top of my revenge on top of my revenge. But hopefully we can just kind of start this off with me just, like, doing, like, the standard fare, just killing something without it being, like, revenge-fueled. We'll probably get to that later. Because the one way that the last... Was it the last stream? I can't remember if it wasn't the last stream, it was a stream before that, where I ended up getting really lucky with that one boss fight where I had to fight, like, you know, the 3 enemies at once, and I knew I was going to get, like, set back, you know, a lot. Like, I was going to get, like, thrown back, like, well across the map if they beat me. So that was, like, at least one, like, highlight of that stream. But that was, like, the one before last. But, like, let's see here. So now we can actually explore this place, which... Well, I mean... Falls, like, endless voids I can fall to. That's, you know, that's always great. I know I just saw something right there, like, something. Alright, yeah, so... This place just looks like... Even the scenery looks like... Yeah, we're totally in Australia. Okay, don't get up. I don't need a tour guide. Yeah, I can see myself through. I appreciate your initiative, but I'd rather go and, like, you know, do this myself. Do this on my own. Alright, so... The problem I got with this place is it looks so confusing. Like, you know, it's... I knew the scenery was going to be a problem. Okay, let's just go through the ominous door. It's totally not going to have a boss battle. Did I step on? Instinctual. Yeah, another thing I thought about is I do need to go back to the Forbidden Woods at some point, check out that one area with, like, that big zombie thing that was walking around. We'll do that eventually. So I go down here, or... I'm going to spoil a little more, because that definitely looks like it might be a place I don't want to go to right now. I mean, see, like, you know, in this territory, you know, when you have, like, you know, a big green, like, thing like that, that basically means that, oh, hey, I'm dinner. Here I come. See, the problem I had here is I couldn't tell which way that thing was facing. Why do you need a torch? It's daylight. Oh, right, flame on. Hey, visceral attack, I wasn't even trying. Freaking mangy-ass Cheshire cat looking... Get out of the way. Dork. Alright. Another thing didn't just fart. Oh, this is one of those things that don't fight back. Well, I mean, look, okay, you know, just about everything here, look, you know, looks like it's probably gonna kill me, alright? I don't discriminate. See? Chase rested. You'll go off flame somewhere else. Well, plus 2 it is, like, things here are kind of weak. See, I say that, but chances are if I get smacked by one more, it's gonna, like, knock, like, 3 of my health bars out that I don't even have. Alright, what's the cool glowy thing right here? Can I pick it up? Like, why can't I pick it up? I hope it's not a glitch. They won't let me pick it up. Yo, messenger, can I have this? I'm hoping that's not a glitch. I can't pick it up. That was a lantern for the worst. Oh, don't you come down that hill. Oh, right, he's... Okay. Alright, we can throw down, I think. What kind of hunter needs backup? Posers? Alright, you know what? Look, alright. I've got my ass kicked by one of those, like, you know, by Ivy from, like, you know, Soul Calibur one too many times. I appreciate if you got back on off with that. Oh, shit. See, I'm just making jokes. No! Bad. Bad. You stupid hat. Okay, great. It's friggin'... Someone's been watching too many Indiana Jones movies. This bastard poisoned me. You know what? Take your fedora and your stupid whip on somewhere else, Harrison Ford. Can't Harrison afford to lose this. Sit down and shut up. Okay, at least he's not gonna respawn. You got me like making some very horrible puns how much I don't like you. And you're gonna have to go to the afterlife dealing with the fact I see. You know, you can go around that. Yeah, you got to go to the afterlife dealing with like, you know, the fact I just made your ears bleed with those puns. So how'd you die? This mouthy jackass like taught me to death. Are you trying to like hide the fact that he actually just pummeled you? Maybe, okay, look. Alright, take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Cha-cha, real smooth. You know, you better be Charlie Brown. I'm about to make you, like, you know, fall on your ass like, you know, you missed that fucking football. I'm warning you, Charlie. Now, where you going? No, you want this fight. Don't run away from me, you little bitch. Where you go? See, now, what have we learned? Bye, Felicia. God, I must have come far in this game where these guys used to kick my ass left and right. Okay, look, if you are trying to pick that lantern out, boss, I mean, this thing's like, you know, Mjolnir. I mean, you know, I ain't even worthy. Why are the gravestones bleeding? It's like some serious Hellraiser shit. Okay, at least those dorks ain't gonna respawn, because hunters don't come, unless I gotta hope they don't respawn. Hunters aren't supposed to come back, so. I mean, I'm a special case, you know, I'm. Ew. Okay, writhing, ugly, probably poisonous. You know, you suck at ambushing. That's the spirit. Why don't you go catch up with yours? Okay, I'll take this, and you're not gonna finish it. Blood vial. What are these little things? Why can't you give me my stuff? As loud as you were and you missed. Yo, Donkey Kong, you know, work on your aim. I'm about to come there and whoop your ass. Hold on a second. You got bad at. Oh, shit. That wasn't even close to me. What is your deal? Swamp Thing? It looks like kind of like Swamp Thing. No, you know, hold on. You look like the tall dude. You know, you look like Tiny. He looks like Tiny from House of a Thousand Corpses. And you know what? Make that 1001. I did not expect to one-shot him, but I'll take it. Again, the problem. Swing and a miss. You know what? Weave, 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 weave. Let's go, you ugly little dumpling. Hey, cheater! The only reason you hit me with that is because I was in the middle of a fight. Wait till I come over there. Oh shit, he's actually fast. Are you trying to sit on me? Okay, jokes aside, I'm in a very bad place here. You come down here and say that. Well, you know, your husband over there can't throw stuff at me. Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm coming over there for you. Just wait. Go, punk. Hang on, after I heal. This ain't over. Now, see, I didn't see that one coming. That was just instinct. You know, you suck so bad that even, like, you know, like fate decided not to get hit by you. It's a special skill for me not using any skill to dodge you. Well, I mean, the aftershock somehow hit me, but... Okay, I need to watch it, so apparently I've learned that the actual impact can do damage. So I'm making all these jokes or whatever because you know about dodging them and everything, but I'm actually still getting hurt. Alright, so let's see. Don't want to go down there, I don't think. I really can't wait to get my hands on you. Okay, looks like we're done here. Oh, no. Okay, so I got plenty of blood vials. That's the good thing about this. So. Cold blood flower bud. Cold. Does it say cold blood flower bud? Okay, that's a tongue twister. Because is there anything here that doesn't have like the word blood in its title, in its name? You know, we got blood vial, cold blood, bloodstone shard or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like blood is like has like a lot of symbology in this game. I'm guessing maybe I actually can't. It's just weird because there's the there's a thing on that I can pick it up. Basically, I've already got one. I figured I would have known if I had a lantern. I'm just trying my best not to die before I can find a lantern. You know, one I can actually use. Okay, so we're back here again. What is that thing? Okay. I can't tell if they're actually walking backwards towards me or they're... Okay, yeah, this is a problem. Those things definitely look toxic. Probably got, like, some kind of lamprey. Which I hope not. What the hell are you? Oh, okay, yeah, you're just... Ah! I'm doing pretty good. Trying not to get killed here, Nika. Hopefully just... What are those things? See, I want to, like, wait until I can find, like, a... I think there is a lantern up here. I'm trying to, like, remember where we first came in from. Because I'd like to kind of, like, assess the situation there. Those things look like they're trying to assess my death. Of course, let's be real here, like everything in this game is. I mean, like, some of the NPCs I found are pretty, you know, kind of like, you know, a bit of on the Cloud Cuckoo Lander side of things. Okay, there's another one down there. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of like, you know, keep like the ratio of how much I can carry these things to a minimum right now until I can... Yeah, I mean... You know, I haven't really rested today. I mean, I hit the gym earlier and all that. I'm just trying to basically take things as they go. Like, you know, knowing that soon I gotta like start getting ready, like to start packing up for the move. I mean, basically, hoping to know more about things like on the 8th. Like I said, another thing is, like I said, at the start of the stream, that tomorrow was technically my 1-year anniversary as a YouTube partner, but due to events, I'm basically just gonna be doing like a standard stream. Nothing really like, you know, major for celebrating or anything. If people like come hang out with me, I'm still appreciative and all that. I may just be playing more of this or something else. I'm probably gonna play like a bit more of this because otherwise I'm not gonna. Once I start like the month of horror, it's gonna be a while before I can do any more episodes of this. So, though realistically, if I did want to continue it, this does kind of qualify as somewhat of a horror game. But I've got like so much else on my lineup. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna go into it. We're not gonna like, you know, really talk about the situation itself here, but yeah. Okay, like I said, this plays like a freaking maze. All right, what's the skinny on where I haven't Benny? Okay, well, that thing's dead, so that we'll just call that like a breadcrumb trail, you know, for... Stupid... Boo! Yeah, I'll probably just do one more stream of this, because like I said, I'm gonna be starting the month of horror on Thursday. So tomorrow will be my last chance to play this for a good stretch of time. So I'll at least get a little something else done in it, get a little bit more progress. I mean, I love it, definitely. It's definitely like quickly become like one of my all-time favorites. And I hate that it took me so long to play it. I think probably the next Souls where I'll probably do will probably be Elden Ring, because I do want to get back to the Dark Souls stuff. But I really do want to get started on Elden Ring. But that's probably not going to be for a few months. I mean, I don't even know when I'm going to finish this up, but... There's like a, you know, several things I'm trying to like, you know, work through. Like things I got like, I've decided I want to like, you know, play after this. But Elden Ring will probably be like my next Soulsborne. Alright, let's see. Like, I know like a lot of people were saying that's a good jumping on point for Soulsborns. But I've played like bits of it on a PlayStation demo disc back in the day. Yeah. That's the thing, because I've got like like just about pretty much all the Soulsborne stuff. I mean, I've got, as I said before, I've got all 3 Dark Souls, I've got Demon Souls, I got Sekiro, which I've heard that one's actually like considered like the hardest one. Yeah, Dark Souls 1, what little bit I played, I highly enjoyed. The reason, like I said before, the reason why I actually fell away from streaming it is like years back when it was like my first Soulsborne I was actually trying to get into, and I had a friend at the time who had already beaten the game. And I had like a decent amount of souls like saved up, which I kind of like, I guess like at that, like by that point in the game standards, I had like some saved up. And I know I probably could have easily like, you know, maybe got them back, you know, like got more of them, like, you know, if I just went around and did some grinding. But it was just mainly the just the circumstances of what happened. So he pretty much tricked me into going to an area that I was by no means ready for yet, which kind of like was a way of like backtracking to a previous spot, but a harder version of it. And I ended up going back. And I was by no means ready. And he was like basically joking in the chat about it, because things happened where I kind of fell through the floor, got wrecked by a boss down there, immediately lost all my stuff. And he's in the chat like kind of celebrating it, like the fact he kind of like trolled me like that. And then afterwards I went back, you know, over there, tried to get everything again, and got killed by like a minor enemy on the way in. And so I basically just ended the stream right there and haven't like streamed it since. It was just like one of those things where this is someone I trusted. He was like kind of like giving me some guidance through the game. And then out of nowhere, he basically like, you know, he was trying to like show me, okay, you know, trying to be without like, you know, spoilers, tell me I could do this or do that. And then like just out of nowhere, he throws me to the situation where I end up, you know, getting, you know, wrecked. And this is a guy I trusted, like who was helping me previously. Yeah. Kind of turned me away from Soulsborne for a while. But I got a PS4 mainly for this and Marvel Spider-Man. And as I'm continuing to make the joke about it, I've beaten Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. And I only just recently finally got around to one of the main reasons I got a PS4, since I've also like upgraded to a PS5. So it took me all this time to get around to Bloodborne. If anything, Bloodborne was like the first game I actually got for my PS4. Yeah.
Welcome home. What is it you desire?
And it was just mainly the factor that he did this like while I was live too. So people like watched this happen. I think like even like a few people called him out for it. I'm gonna raise my endurance just a little bit more.
Farewell, good hunter.
Lady. Alright, so I'm trying to... Is this where we are now? Okay, I just never picked up on this before. The gravestones are different. See, my dumb self didn't actually realize this. So yeah, each gravestone actually is different, so it specifies where you are. So this is, of course, going back to Nightmare Frontier and the Lecter Building. Probably need to go back and explore more of the Lecter Building, too. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now, because remember, we got, like, pulled through to the Nightmare Frontier. And I was like, wait, I ain't ready to go yet. So I'm going to go back here and check out some stuff, too. Screw your biology.
What a joy it is to behold the divine. It Must be such a pleasure. You're in my debt, you know. You're nigh on a beast of the field. But here you are, treading a measure with the gods.
What was your deal? Let's deal with his hand. Okay. Whatever, I'll talk to you later, fam. I ain't got time for this. But yeah, yeah, I've been highly enjoying Bloodborne. Because the thing is, I actually do have a pop figure of the Hunter. I got it like ages ago because I already knew I was going to be, like, I got it even before I played Bloodborne because I was already kind of a fan of the game. So I wanted to play it, but at the time I didn't have a PlayStation. But I did, like, get, like, a, pop figure of the Hunter. Well, I don't know, I might have actually had, like, Bloodborne already and hadn't played it yet, and I got the pop figure, I can't remember when. I'm trying to think, like, yeah, like that room where, like, you know, Blobby was at. Right here. I think this is where Blobby was. Okay, look, I've never encountered them, but well, actually, I might have. I know there's mimics in Dark Souls. I never take no chances with chests in Soulsborns. Red jelly. Don't think this is probably like what I need to put on my toast, though. Mm-hmm. Come on down. See, I ain't stupid. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, I played, like, you know, too many games, like, where there's been mimics. I mean, hell, I mean, like, you know, I was talking to you recently about Battle Chasers Night War. I mean, that one has mimics. So I think I remember there being mimics in it. You're following the sound of, like, the... I think it's in here. You totally spoiled your element of surprise, Morin. I'm right here. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm not about to dress up like... I'm not dressing up like them. I'm not part of the student body. Dead or otherwise. I was checking to see if he actually was coming over here. A dude like a slug could outpace you. Lecture theater key. Alright, that's nice. It's a good thing I came back. Alright, let's dance. You nasty motherfucker. I thought it was a spinoff, or it was like a spiritual successor, not exactly Parasite Eve, but something based around it. Yeah, I never really played Parasite Eve, but it was one of those that interested me. I think it was like kind of like one of those that I think like got overshadowed by like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Okay, so say we got like the theater key, we just gotta find it. Okay, you Freddy Krueger looking ass.
Are your feet as...
I'm about to say, I thought he was about to fat shame me. I was like, well, alright, look, I already dealt with that enough, like, you know, when we were playing, Backroom Company the other day. And I just got out of the gym, thank you very much. That big ass head of yours. Gentlemen? So what we see in the theater today? The Blob? The Fly? Is what the... Oh, shit. Okay, look, alright. I didn't have my cell phone out. What's your problem? Alright, you know, fine, whatever. Get these guys before they get up. Okay, that is just beyond... Okay, alright, let's see. Alright. Trying to separate... This is... You know what? I could have just left this door locked. I mean, I totally could have. Alright. Trying to... Screw it. Let's go, gentlemen. Oh my god. Yeah, it said it was a spiritual successor from what I recall. Alright. Okay, this... Y'all some nasty motherfuckers. Okay. I've got an idea here. It's just... Now. I'm trying to watch their attack patterns. But there's so many of them. Alright, 2 more down. Saying these guys are weak, it's just they got numbers on their side. It's just like the rats from, like, you know, way well earlier in the game. I already knew their tactics. These guys ain't nothing. Just gotta not get greedy in my attacks. Alright. Sorry, Proof. Y'all's curriculum sucks. What is so important in here? There better have been something important here for all that. Yeah, I heard like the 3rd birthday, I think, was like the one that was kind of like more pinned, I think, or it wasn't really. Yeah, it says it basically draws like heavy homage from it. I think it's kind of like along the lines like similar to how like how BioShock is basically, you know, a spiritual successor to System Shock. It's got like a lot of the same elements. I mean, like even when I looked at it, I thought it was Ava. I think it was like Ava. I keep forgetting like I think it's like Ava Lay or something like that, or Ava Ray, something. Ava something, I believe. Algro Abriatus. This better have been important for everything I just went through. Not even the fight, just like witnessing that. It's gotta be a key item. Or not? Partially summons a Briatus. Who the hell's a Briatus? Yeah, I understand. Like I said, I felt like it really did seem like Parasite Eve, I know like has like a cult following, but I really do feel like it got like, you know, unfortunately overshadowed by like Resident Evil. I never played it myself. But I know it's definitely got like, you know, it's got like, you know, a strong place in a lot of people's hearts and everything. Like there's a lot of people that definitely, you know, love the series. Okay, so I got this Augur of a Bride. See, it makes me think that we can go upstairs, too. Somehow. There's gotta be a ladder somewhere. I'm also kind of feeling like, you know, I may not be able to really explore, like, all this just yet. There's a lot of locked doors here. Or, you know... No, it just leads back over there. Okay, I think that's the way out. I'm just gonna, like, look around a little more before we head back to the Nightmare Frontier. Okay. Let's be real, I can always like come back here later if I feel I've missed anything. Well, like I said, like door to outside or whatever, like who the hell's gonna like, you know, go through all this to go to school? Like just the fact there's literally like a school like right here or whatever. Which, you know, still like it's weird, like it just disappears. Okay. Alright. Time to go handle the business. Because now that I ain't gotta worry about anywhere near as much risk of dying or whatever, I can go and check that one swampy. Yeah, that's right, I forgot this door's gonna like get back up. Okay. All right. Like I said, because I do know, I definitely do want to get like continue forward with the game. This is my first time playing. Hang on. Yeah, it's my, like I said, it's my first time playing. Ouch! Okay, that fucking hurt. Okay, yeah, alright, water's poisonous, okay. Noted. I knew something here was gonna be poisonous. I called that one. Okay, so best case scenario is gonna be like try to take those things down. Yeah. Alright. Trying to load these things like over here so I can... Alright. Okay, good news is I can tell they're weak. I can't be fighting them out there because I'll get poisoned. I want to make sure I take them down and then make a bad dash across. Okay. Same thing with like the guy, like the professors I just fought or whatever, those slimy things. Alright, these right here should be... Okay. Yeah, they look cool. Like, they kind of give, like, Xenomorph vibes. Appreciate y'all. I said, that's the thing, like, with any, like, new creature I'm seeing or whatever, I'm trying to err on the side of caution. Let me go ahead and get my antidotes, like, at the ready, just in case. See, that's why. Alright, I made the mistake of, like, going back in there too quickly. So I see more over there. Okay. Alright. So my guess is there should be some patches I can hopefully jump on or whatever, so that way I can kind of avoid being poisoned, maybe? So kind of like, you know, alright, so we came in from over there, went to the right. Please don't backseat. I've been working on leveling up my endurance. Like I said, don't backseat. Some people like, you know, want to experience it their way for the first time. How about you listen to my rules? Well, if you're bored, then leave, Edward. Elder Knox, give him a timeout, please. That kind of behavior right there is exactly why, you know, a lot of people, like, you know, are... You know, sometimes get turned away from Soulsborns. You're bored, go play the game your way. I'm going to continue to play it my way. If you want to go and dislike the stream as well because you're so bored and you didn't like this or whatever, then by all means, I really don't care. But things like that are exactly what, you know, pissed me off about, like, you know, what I've heard about the Soulsborne community. People exactly like you. I'm getting along just fine, obviously, without your help. So, I'm going to continue to. I said, and also, in case you haven't noticed, I'm also not near lanterns or whatever. So it's kind of hard to, you know, upgrade stuff right now. Sammy said, Edward, you just called yourself? Get it? Edward Cullen, so sparkle on away. Yeah, but don't let people like that, you know, Amber, like, you know, don't let people like that steer you away from playing. Yeah. Well, I'm glad, Amber. I'm glad I can at least, like, be one of the ones that tries to, like, you know... Like I said, even though this is my first time playing this and everything, and by all accounts, I'm still probably a noob by people's standards. It's whatever. Unless I'm playing at my own pace. And that's the thing, you know, when people come in, I literally said don't backseat. And he's going to continue to say, do it now, I'm bored. It's like, okay, if you're so bored, then why are you continuing to watch? I mean, believe me, you know, no, if you leave the chat or whatever, you don't have to announce your departure where you're not at airport. And I think it's safe to say I've got people here that definitely kind of make up for your lack of presence and who aren't bored and everything. I may not be the best content creator out there, but at least I'm, you know, happy, you know, knowing that there are, like, some people who do enjoy my content. Okay, that thing's like throwing my frenzy up. Also, I mean, that kind of gets me also. It's like, you know, just tell me to upload, you know, upgrade my stats and everything. Was me like, how's, like, you know, me upgrading a couple stats and cure your boredom? Okay, I just got, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. Completely okay. It's not a problem, Elginox. Then, like, someone who just, like, you know, got himself a ban on my channel, whatever, I actually got a chance to go back, come back. Anyway, sorry about that, Rogues. Just, you know, that's just, you know, my take on things, as I said, is that, you know, you're bored with someone's stream, you know, you are not, you know, your arm's not being twisted to stick around. I know that my content's not gonna be for everyone. You know, no one's content's gonna be for everyone. But, you know, going in, like, you know, doing things like that, it's only like, you know, it's, you know, pulling that elitist bullshit, you know, for, like, you know, a particular game, which I've heard, like, so many people, like, in the Soulsborne community like to do that. You know, it just irks me, because toxic, you know, mentality like that is what can end up, you know, turning people away from the game, which means, like, you know, more people, like, basically, you know, means that game that you're a fan of has less people come around and enjoy it. So usually what that pretty much means is that it's kind of like defeatist of the game. Like, it's kind of like a bit of slap in the face of the game you're playing, because if more people aren't enjoying it, that's your fault. And like I said, I'm just, you know, it makes me think back to, like, you know, like a few years back. You know, as I talked about this before, there was a friend of mine at a time, you know, I joined up with him, like, you know, and some others, you know, a couple others that were playing Phasmo. And I decided, you know, I was new to the game at the time, and I decided to stay in the truck. And this person, like, came out, like, saying, dude, you're a chicken shit. And I was, like, monitoring their sanity because they just went to the house and used the Ouija board without any warning whatsoever. So I went out there trying to do what I felt was the right thing, going trying to, like, you know, keep an eye on their sanity. I was like, well, I'm trying to, like, you know, you just use the Ouija board. I'm trying to, like, look out for you. And they outright, you know, says, like, I don't need anyone to look out for me. And, you know, another of their friends right there was basically kind of taking their side. I was like, and this happened all, like, while I was live. So I pretty much just, you know, was like, you know what, screw it. You know, I called the stream right there. And, you know, never game with them again. You know, and that was, like, one of those examples of, like, you know, what I've heard, like, the reason why I never play in random lobbies with, you know, anyone in Phasmo anymore. Because right there, you know, that was, like, you know, exactly, you know, one of the cases of, like, all the times I've heard, like, you know, of, you know, random lobbies, like, being very toxic. You know, people, like, you know, doing crap like that. And basically, you know, as has been made known before, Rogues, this channel right here is one where like there's no judgment. If you're not good at a game, no one here is going to judge you, because everyone gets better. Everyone starts out as a noob. You know, someone come in and tell me, you know, upgrade this, do that, I'm bored or whatever. Well, you know, at some point, you know, they start off like, you know, new to this game themselves. Yeah, and that's that's the reason I only play with like, you know, people I know now. And the thing is, I'll, you know, and I'll like, you know, acknowledge that it's unfair to those, you know, right, to the randoms that actually wouldn't be, you know, problematic. You know, there are like, you know, times I've actually felt bad about not being able to play with people, you know, who've asked for it, or not like, you know, not like, you know, letting them join the lobby. And it's nothing personal against them. It's just, you know, there's been so many times when I like let a random in. There have been like some randoms I let join who were awesome, but there were also those, you know, who came in, they were just like, you know, immediately problematic. Yeah, I mean, I remember like, you know, yeah, but I also remember all the times, like, you know, and that's the reason why a lot of times, like, when I saw, like, you know, use, well, kind of going, you know, just say his name or whatever, you, Daniel, you know, and of course, like, you know, Ryan, Scott, and everything, when I was hanging out over there, you know, for weeks on end, like, and you guys, like, you know, I was just sitting back, you know, just join, watch you guys play, and I saw how much fun y'all had. But, you know, like Halo, I mean, I've got like the Halo series where I haven't actually really played it. Yeah, definitely good times. And also, like, what was awesome about that is, like, you know, that was another case of like people basically, you know, just being the ones, like, you know, like basically the way you, like, you know, guys, like, you know, play together. It's like, you know, even though like y'all had like different skill levels, the main takeaway from it was like pretty much just none of you like were judgmental of each other. Y'all just like, y'all playfully picked at each other. God knows, you know, Daniel kicked my ass constantly, Super Smash Brothers and everything, but, you know, he never was judgmental towards me. You know, he always, like, was trying to inspire me to get better. And that's just what really frustrates me, you know, like, about, like, certain communities and everything. You got, like, those who, like, just try to, like, you know, make it a dick swing contest. You know, and it doesn't, like, you know, make you look cool or anything. They'll basically tell a noob, like, what to do or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm better than you at this. Like, I'm better at this game than you. You know, you need to do this because I said so. And keep in mind, you know, what the funny thing about it was, Rogues, is like y'all saw, like, right at the start of the stream, like earlier on, I did, like, you know, upgrade my endurance. And I've even acknowledged before that I realized, you know, some stuff I looked into online that was saying, you know, upgrade endurance, I was wrong on. It was saying, like, you know, keep it at 15. I realized I need to upgrade a little bit more. But also, even so, I've also looked at a lot of people, like, you know, a lot of things that people said online have said endurance, like, you know, like they would probably like have like at 20 or 25. So really, I'm not that far away from what a lot of people recommend. The truth to it is, that's the reason why I was honestly kind of skeptical about like even bothering like showing my stats, and the reason I said, you know, I'm new to the game. I was basically saying my stats aren't going to be anything spectacular. And that's pretty much, you know, what I try to be about on this channel, Rogues. Like someone, let me go kick this thing's ass as best I can. Let's go, Mother Brain. Got it. Okay, that frenzy's gonna be a problem, though. It's all good, though. We'll get it. But yeah, again, that's what this channel's about. We don't, like, judge here. We don't care about skill levels as long as someone's having a good time. You know, we don't care if, like, you know, someone thinks they're holding us back or whatever. Or they're, like, you know, basically in regards like what some may, you know, call noobs. At the end of the day, you know, people come by this channel or whatever. It's about, like, you know, people just enjoying gaming. Be it if you're a viewer or if you're, like, you know, gaming alongside me. We ain't got time for that judgmental crap here. Yeah. I mean, I went into this, like, you know, outright saying I knew I was going to get my ass kicked. You guys have seen how patient I've been or whatever. You know, I know this is going to be a difficult game. But my take on it is just that, you know, it says a lot, you know, when something that actually ends up being more of a pain in the ass in the game itself is the community of the game. And that like can basically, you know, like again can like steer people away, like new players away from it, which also affects like, you know, the player, like affects the game itself. I mean, obviously, like, you know, Bloodborne isn't gonna be like, isn't lacking for like players. Like, you know, some people like, you know, here and there got turned away from some, you know, toxic jackass in the community. It's not like, you know, Bloodborne is gonna suddenly like be like the worst game ever. But every person deserves to have like, you know, their experience at this. They get to, you know, experience for themselves. Now, I've gone through several streams of this so far, where without anyone coming in backseating, except for a couple people who basically did it in not really like, you know, as bad of a manner. But, you know, on my YouTube channel, I literally have the thing there on Twitch and YouTube. I have like the rules there, like a rule pop-up that says like, you know, no backseating. And y'all heard me right there, you know, tell him not to. Elginox told him not to, and he's gonna sit there and try to like, you know, defy all that. Tell him he's bored. I know I'm going on and on about it, but, you know, I want this person to know that, you know, what he just did right here, like a lot of people noticed it. He probably got attention, not the attention he wanted and everything. And he made it look, you know, ended up looking pretty fucking stupid over it. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and like, you know, and be all like, you know, rage baited or butthurt or anything like that over it. Because I mean, here it is. I'm still enjoying my game, still having a good time. And regardless of the fact I just died twice, I got like cool people in my chat I'm talking to over on Twitch and everything. I call that a win. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do. I mean, like I said, I knew going into this I was gonna get beaten down. I'm also someone like, you know, likes a challenge and everything. My take on things is that, you know, I'm someone like, you know, who at the very least has, you know, has gotten like, you know, some wins in this on like, you know, some bosses, like, you know, some fairly quick wins on some bosses that like I've seen like a lot of people say it took them like, you know, days, even like weeks to beat. I've heard like so much, and you know, so many people like, you know, spreading horror stories about the cleric beast. You know, and like, and basically because that's the first one to out, like, you know, that's basically one of the, you know, the first test launch, like, you know, Father Gassione or whatever, and I was able to beat the cleric beast in one stream. Like, I think like it was like less than 10 tries to do that, and then I think it was like less than 10 on Father Gassione, and a lot of people said like he's one of the worst ones. He's like the true test of if you can actually handle this game or not. Bloodstar Beast took it down the second try. Amelia or whatever it was, I can't remember, like the one in that cathedral, took that down the first go. And, you know, and then, like, you know, 2 streams back, you know, those 3, like, you know, bosses I fought at once, the 3 enemies I fought at once, you know, managed to take them on, you know, take them down the first try. And that's not me, you know, gloating or anything. It's just me pretty much saying that you know, it's not my first time playing a difficult game. And obviously, like, the way my stats have worked or whatever, you know, it's gotten me, you know, by and everything. And me just having, like, you know, a few, like, you know, stats lower, like, a few points lower on, you know, endurance. Why would that, like, you know, cure someone's boredom once I, you know, upgraded it? Okay. Wait, is there another one? Oh, you dick. I see you up there. All right. In fact, I'm gonna check, like, look at something in a second. Where's that, guys? Yeah, just check that out of curiosity, guys. Someone who basically literally just, like, you know, joined last year, no profile pic, no videos or anything. So yeah, just like some anonymous, you know, someone like anonymously going on, you know, going on someone's channel, telling them what to do, like, because he thinks it makes him feel empowered or whatever. In other words, just Monday evening. All right, so I gotta like. Okay. Yeah, but the main thing, like, to keep in mind here, guys, at the end of the day, I'm here, like, for my viewers' entertainment. Your time is sacred to me and everything. But also, viewers, even though, like, technically, my viewers do come first, that also doesn't mean, like, you come on this channel and basically, just make yourself at home and, like, and trade mud on my couch. I guess my home or whatever is still someone that, I'm going to, like, try to make sure they're taken care of, but you're also not going to come to my home and be disrespectful and think you basically run the place. But anyways, that's the last we're going to say on it, guys. We're going to, like, try to figure out how to whoop this thing. I don't know if the Molotov is going to work, because I need to, like, try to hit as quick as I can. Because the problem I've got is that it's that, it's the frenzy thing. Which I swore I thought I had, like, something equipped that's supposed to, like, help out with it. Maybe I don't have it equipped yet. I don't think I got it equipped. There was, like, one artifact I had that was supposed to, like, help with frenzy. Because that's what keeps on getting me killed. Okay, I did not mean to throw that. I was trying to quick equip it. And maybe I gotta, like, sneak up on it. If I can lure it up here. Take this. So going, okay. That's the only problem with this thing or whatever is that it's gonna continue to go up. I think might be because of my madman's knowledge. Yeah, this whole frenzy thing is gonna possibly be a bit of an issue. It's got all those eyes on it, it's a thing. That's the reason. See, I know if I try to run and attack, I'm probably. I just kind of wish that, like, once you kill it or whatever, like, the frenzy would immediately go down. I know it's probably, like, deadly something I gotta figure out here, which, again, learning experience. My first playthrough, I'm not gonna be the best at this, but, yeah. Let's see if I can, like, jump him and then get away as quick as possible. I'm probably still gonna die, but. Screw it, I'm going for it. Hey, butt ugly. Alright, get away, get away, get away. I'm totally about to die. No doubt about it. Okay. That worked. Surprisingly. Let's hope I don't see another one of those things. That thing sucked. What you got? What you got for me? Bullets? All I got was bullets. Okay. Well, at least I got past, like, mother pain right there. Staying in the membrane. The brain in Spain stays neatly on the plane or something like that. Oh, shit. Oh, no! Oh, hell no! Crap, I died before I could heal. That was cheap. That was bloody cheap. Okay, so yeah. These things suck. I don't like those things. Well, welcome to Bloodborne. Now that's got me curious. I mean, what's down here? I probably shouldn't do that when I got those souls, but then again, or not. Where I'm going. Probably shouldn't have done that. You know what? It's on me. It's fine. 50,000 I lost. Who gives a shit? I can get them. I can get more of them. That was on me. You know, own up to that was the fat on me. I'm not gonna be mad about that. I mean, I definitely should have known better that there was in regards to, you know, there not really being like, you know, something should land on the bottom, but you know, hey, it's all good. Yeah. That hole was definitely a hole. Okay, I should have led with that. So I did. It makes me wonder if down there is like, you know, where I was going anyway. Like if I jump down there, that's gonna be do a flip. Oh, that's like a lot of naughty water down there. That's like all the naughty water. Alright, so it's gonna be an ad break in about, like, you know, 2 minutes, rogues. Just wanna let y'all know. I wonder. Just out of curiosity. Probably shouldn't have wasted. Eh. So what I'll probably do is, like, during the ad break, I'll probably, like, you know, go ahead and, like, run back over there, like, where I was. You are not pleasant. Filthy. Goodness, is it? What is? Oh, the hole was very whole, or? Alright, 25 more seconds. I mean, the hole was indeed very whole. Elevator go down it or otherwise. Alright, guys, it's 15 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and, like, get this thing on the, get this, roll started. So, see you guys in a few. guys. So I pretty much decided if I can't get past this thing this time, I'm probably gonna like, definitely like, spend my insight. Because I think like insight's what like affects frenzy. So I'm gonna probably like, buy some stuff like, back at the at the, Hunter's Dream if I can't get past this time. The main trick to it, obviously, is to make sure I got like as much health as possible going in and fighting it. That should let me survive that one. Alright, good. As long as I can get down here and whoop this one or whatever. Before it can, kill me. Easier said than done. Oh, Lord. Elginox. This cookie's favorite exercise. That was terrible. That was terrible, and I love it. Alright, we know Dingus Prime is, like, right here, so... Nope! Not today. Jeez, you guys are annoying. I do not liketh you. I do not liketh your face. Where the direction your face actually... Okay. Friggin'... Not even mother brain, it's munchkin brain. No, that's not even no, it's cousin brain. Look, dude, alright. I have died enough here thanks to friggin' cousin brain. Goddamn... Jesus Christ, like, Men in Black need to be calling you. Alright, is there any more cousin brains down here? Oh, Lord, Amber. Eldox, look what you did. Dude. Alright, You are a very rude individual. Don't spit on me, you jack. Go to sleep. Okay, look, I'm going somewhere else. Y'all can go on to hell. Get... Yeah. Well played. Well played. Wait, look, come on, we'll kick your squiggly ass. Okay, look, I don't speak Lovecraftian abomination. You got to say that in English. Mind someone ain't poisonous. Ah, they tempted me. They're doing the tempting. They're tempting. They attempted to tempt me. I ain't gonna push out there. Yeah, you're mine. Whatever. There's better be something good over here. Bull Hunter's Mark. You Lovecraftian bitch. Oh my... Shut up! God dang your mouth, your breath funky. Your breath funky? Makes me like spew things out there chunky. God damn, y'all need a breath mint. Breath mints for days. Yeah, breath mint for days, your poisonous haze puts me in a daze. Look at me, see I stink because of you, look at this. I am getting purple poisonous stuff. How dareth you? This is a hunter's finest clothes. You've drenched them in your poisonous poo things. I don't know. What about you, tough guy? You want to go? What the heck? Oh, I'm getting up there. I will jump. Whoosh. What's that? That's a nice little trick. Did I see you in Barman Bailey? Nah, totally electric circus. Okay, enough. Good day, sir. Jokes are over. What the hell out of you? Why are they trying to kill me? I've done nothing wrong. Okay, maybe I shot one or two of them, I mean. Oh, right. That's where I fell. I'm gonna hope this means I got permanent access to this thing now, so now I've got a proper shortcut. What the hell are you doing here? Okay, now I got that. Before we continue, Rogues, I'm gonna go ahead and go defile some graves. That's not actually what I was planning. Again, this area is such a maze, so it's tricky to actually kind of, you know, catch your bearings on where you're going. But I do need to go back to the because one thing I actually was going to do for, you know, events earlier, I actually was gonna upgrade my endurance at some point. I was just, you know, waiting until I got like more. You know, more of the good stuff, because I couldn't afford to upgrade my endurance. But apparently I'm the noob here. But yeah. Which, you know, I am, but... So I probably won't be able to upgrade anything this right yet either, but I do have all this stuff I'm going to at least try to. Push gonna shove. I mean, if not that, at least I can upgrade, like, you know, maybe try to see if I can, like, do something for my weapons. That's weird. It's not letting me access my menus. Okay, yeah. Oh, crap. We got a problem here, Rogues. What's going on? I can't access anything. Oh, okay. Well, let me do that. But yeah, for a second, y'all saw that. I mean, I was like trying to push buttons that wouldn't let me access anything. Okay, I accidentally did that again. Yeah. Which I know I've got like some back out there. Yeah, for some reason, it wasn't letting me, like, you know, access any of my menus. And I had to go over there to the Bath Messenger just to be able to do that. Okay, what I got?
Ah, I must have drifted. What is it you desire? Very well.
Okay, well, stop. Why is he emoting?
The echoes become your strength.
It's like, huzzah, a woman's talking to me.
Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Okay, now it's been upgraded a little bit more. Eventually I'll work on my blood tinge, you know, something else I was going to do eventually.
Farewell, good hunter.
Hey, welcome in, Taken. Long time words are hard. Long time no talk, man. Hope you're doing okay. If those don't know, Taken Vault is like, you know, someone got back from the Mixer days. Known them for a while. We don't really talk much or whatever, but, you know, still whenever they come around, it's always, you know, great to see them. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. Thankfully, you missed like something that happened earlier or whatever. But that was kind of entertaining. But yeah, apparently the circus was in Mask Alley for a bit because you know, clown showed up. But either way, yeah, I hope you're doing all right, man. I'm doing okay-ish. I'm just kind of like, you know, got like upcoming move I'm preparing for and just trying to get in what streaming time that I can. Yeah, that's one reason I came back to Twitch. You know, it's hoping to reconnect with some of the people like, you know, I've knew from, you know, before and everything. So it's definitely been awesome, like seeing like, you know, some new faces as well as like, you know, old faces coming around and hanging out and everything. Definitely, I know you guys make my night and everything for sure. You know, make my day like whatever it happens. So yeah. Yeah, it's always good seeing you, Taken. Like for real. Like I said, guys, like I've known Taken like since like the Mixer days. Well, you know, yeah, I definitely appreciate that. But you know, hey man, you know, stop by when you can. I mean, I'm just like at least you know that you know the thought that counts. Definitely, you know, at least you know because I think you're definitely like someone I know that you know will stop by when they can or whatever. You know, I know it's definitely been sporadic, but that's the reason why, like I said, it's awesome whenever I do get to see you. There's definitely some people you know who've claimed they support me, have my back and everything, and they're never around at all and everything. You know, it's like I said, I understand like you know life and everything, but there's some that you can tell it's like it's life, but others say they're gonna come around, but they just decide not to and all that. But I'm still thankful regardless, you know, for those who do come in and hang out and everything. And you know, and you of course, as you know, lurking is always great. You know, it's fine as well. You know, so you know, regardless, you know, I'm still thankful. You know, I'm definitely grateful. You know, anyone who comes by, you know, gives me any of their time and you know, in comparison, like, you know, events that happened earlier, is you know, also comes in as respectful and just comes in and has a good time. I'm always thankful for that. See, I'm currently just like, you know, working through this one part on Bloodborne. Yeah, we've definitely, you know, me and Eldranox and a few others have definitely like kind of brought it up here and there and everything. Definitely do miss it. I definitely don't miss like some of the stuff that happened on there in regards to, you know, again, like some of the favoritism in regards to, like the Xbox and Battle Royale stuff and everything. But that's like, outside of all that, definitely, you know, was to me like, you know, better times in regards to live streaming. You know, outside of like, you know, the flaws and everything. There's gonna be flaws on whatever site, but Mixer definitely was, you know, it's something I missed, and that's the reason why it's always been all like it's been pretty cool, like, you know, seeing like, you know, some Mixer OGs, you know, come in from time to time and, you know, remember me and everything. Well, honestly, someone's like, well shoot, I didn't actually think y'all actually remembered me. But yeah. Yeah, but Taken, Amber 17 here is actually one of my friends I've known for about 10 years or whatever. And, you know, and she, like, you know, recently got into live streaming, you know, and stuff and everything. She actually games with us from time to time. So, yeah, Amber, Taken Vault, Amber. And I don't know, Eldranox, I don't know if you and Taken know each other or whatever, but yeah, Taken Vault, Eldranox, he was someone who was on Mixer as well. So, yeah. Just trying to kind of, like, you know, just spread the word about you guys. Like, you know, spread the word around and everything. Just try, like, you know, hopefully, like, you know, get like a bit of a circle within circles. But yeah, Taken is good people, guys. So yeah, I'm trying to remember here. Yeah, I wanted to, like, cause I heard like if you like raise your insight, something cool can happen. But I also know the insight's been getting me my ass kicked. So I could get a bunch of bloodstone shards. Problem is blood. Like, it probably would be a waste to do like that. Okay, so I might actually be like, you know, making a mistake here, guys. I don't know if I really want Father Gassione's stuff. I'm just gonna hold on to it for right now. All right, Pops, what you got to say?
The Healing Church and the Blood Ministers who belong to it.
It's nice seeing someone in the game in a wheelchair just not trying to like shoot me.
In the times of the hunter Ludwig, they worked and forged weapons in their youth.
Okay, and I just noticed like the Rezo thing where popped up there or whatever. Okay, just for having like a little reunion here doesn't mean like, you know, that follow bots are invited.
Hunters, but they have
Follow your way right on out of my chat.
offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to
Well, I gotta send a chat. They don't owe me any favors. Fucking terrible. But yeah, Seribot definitely is. Like whoever created that is a godsend. You know, definitely. You know, doing the definitely hero without cape. With a cape. What up? Hero without a cape. Yeah. That's the good thing about Seribot. Like basically that bot came in and just immediately removed by Seribot. I mean they. Like I said, like cheap followers on Streamer Boo, remove the space. You know, remove you from my space. Matter of fact, I'll make a MySpace just like see if you're on there, and I'll remove you from that as well. I don't care if it's it's fucking terrible. Who uses MySpace anymore? No, actually, I don't. I don't actually have a MySpace. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing about it is that, I mean, for anyone who actually wants to set that up for Seribot or whatever, it was actually surprisingly easy and everything. Oh God, Zanga! Wasn't that like, you know, was that before MySpace, I think, or was that around the same time? Yeah, MySpace was. I remember, like, you know, the whole thing, like, you know, there's all the customizable profiles and everything. And there was some like I went on to, and it's just like it hurts your eyes. But other ones were like so well set up. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go back to the Nightmare Frontier. I like how we're reminiscing about Mixer, like the old times, and somehow like we open up like a massive time capsule here. I swear I'm hearing Hawthorne Heights and like the U's and everything playing in the background now. Space Hay. Was like someone actually trying to do like a spiritual successor to MySpace? So that actually sounds pretty cool. Cause I think like MySpace is still around, but it became heavily music focal. What's there, Blanca? That sounds intriguing. Cause see, there's like a bunch of different social media things that popped up. Like, you know, I'm on Blue Sky. You know, I kind of have a bit of a love-hate relationship with that one. And also there's Pixel Fed, which I tried to get like more people to join that one or whatever. No one really like, you know, jumped on it or whatever. So I actually made another Instagram today begrudgingly because I'm not a fan of Meta. Looks over it as MetaQuest. That's the thing. I hate Meta, but the VR headset is like the only, VR headset right there is probably like one of the only person I'm ever actually gonna make that's gonna benefit them. If anything, they're gonna be giving me money anyway. Like, you know, at some point, since I actually did like, you know, I was approved for like money from that lawsuit they recently had to like pay out for. Yeah, and that's the thing. I made another one today just to try like, you know, catch back up with people like, you know, I've missed talking to and everything. Instead of like, you know, necessary evil territory. Like I tried to make a Facebook like not long ago, but they like kept on trying, like as soon as I was making the account, they were saying like it was disabled for suspicious activity. So I'm thinking like I'm honestly not, I wouldn't be surprised if my Instagram ends up getting like shut down the same way, which I hope it doesn't. But yeah, like for some reason like Facebook or Meta or whatever is like been, I tried to like make like a Facebook account begrudgingly not long ago, and it was saying my account was disabled. Welcome to Divorce Cowgirl. So yeah, it's definitely like kind of like necessary evil territory. Personally, I'd wish that like more people I know would use Pixel Fed. Yeah, I definitely understand, Nika. You know, the thing is, like, it's like, for me, I'm not a fan of social media, but I'm also someone like who doesn't really have any friends in my town. I don't really have anyone I talk to here, and like no real family or whatever, and just no one to really hang out with outside McD43. So for me, social media is actually my way of actually, you know, connecting with people. So, I mean, if they don't shut down my Instagram, awesome. I mean, it's something I can definitely, you know, because like I just made the Instagram today, and you guys going on promoting, it's in my socials now and everything on here. So I basically just use social media just in that regard. So yeah, and Blue Sky, I recently made another Blue Sky. I actually let that for a while due to like stuff going on there, and I just keep hoping that eventually they'll add like private profiles. And Blue Sky is great, just unfortunately, you know, that's the thing about it obviously is like any site, it's going to of course like attract, you know, Blue Sky was like amazing when it first started, but unfortunately it has like, you know, had like its share of trolls show up. Especially like a lot of people saying, okay, let's not like, make this like what Twitter is or what X is. But people have shown up and basically done like exactly a lot of that, including some people that were basically about the whole, let's make Blue Sky better social media, and then they end up being hypocrites. I know I'm like, damn, I've been like speaking like a lot of like, real, probably like, caustic stuff tonight. Which I don't really mean it. Oh, this is totally gonna be a fucking boss. Where? Oh, you're that bitch that grabbed me. Oh, hell no. Oh, no, no, this is personal. Okay, so am I fighting a god or something now? Great. What's fucking big-ass Timu Xenomorph? You're a naughty person. With too many arms. You'll stop stomping on me. I'm not doing any damage to this thing, hardly. This thing sucks. I've had just about enough of your attitude. I'll bob that head, raisin. Oh. Oh, great. He's got frickin' lasers attached to his head. God damn. I would pick a fight with an Elder God. I'm pretty sure that's what this thing is. Are you the Keymaster? Yeah, I'm about to shove it up your ass. This is like, if Ray, like, choose the form to destructor. It just thinks like a random ass sketch, like one of his, like, edgelord classmates, like, showed him, like, in 3rd grade or something. What the hell are you? Ah! Why are you so unpleasant? Ow. Okay, time out. I swear I saw you in my toilet yesterday. Bad. Okay, and that probably was... You tell that mean ground. I'm right here. Oh my god, I'm getting tired of getting stomped on. You blind or something? Yeah, I am not gonna be able to beat this. Yeah, this definitely like this Shadow of the Colossus vibes. Like Shadow of the bitch. Yeah, I said it. Oh my god, its head looks like a testicle. The things I can't hit. Hit that big and I can't hit it. You are some bitch. I'm trying to get them. Alright. I wonder if I can actually... Whap! Now! Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna beat this thing. I know I'm not. Damn, you don't like me. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, this thing's tough. The main thing about it, it's got a crap load of health. That thing's gonna be tough. I might probably want to come back. I mean, I know where it is. It ain't running away from me. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and try to take that one on later when I got a few more levels on me. I will say that is an interesting boss, but I'm still, I mean, I'm pretty sure that thing that grabbed me before. I'm not pleased with that. No, I'm gonna come back and kick its ass later. Maybe like I got other things to do. I'm gonna remember that. Just wait. I'll be back. Freaking nut noggin. Probably if I spent more time like fighting, I think instead of mouthing off on it or whatever, I probably actually would have done more damage. But no, but seriously though, it was really tricky to actually hit that thing. So that was the only thing about it. But I think I'm probably just not ready to really fight it yet. Like I know I probably could beat it if I really understood its patterns and knew like exactly when to hit it, because we know at least I can like, you know, visceral it. Okay, I think it was like the Forbidden Grave. I do want to go ahead and try to move forward, because that area definitely feels like it might be optional, but I don't know. Because that's like, that was obviously a side area. I know which way we're supposed to be going, unless there's not really like any path forward through this thing, but... You figure like after all those snake creatures I fought, where it's definitely going to be something else here. Oh, Lord Amber. I see that pun. I keep forgetting y'all can't hear me there, but eventually I'll have the text-to-speech set up. I just gotta figure out how to do it. Because it's supposed to do, like, actual text-to-speech, like, you know, someone from Codec actually, you know, talking to Snake. Or me. But I'm just glad at least I got the thing working, because before... Is there anything here that doesn't have a shitload of eyes trying to kick my... What the hell? Okay, look, alright? I just fought something much bigger than you, alright? Yeah, the boss did the same thing. Sit the fuck down, Jeff Goldblum. Brundle-fly looking ass. Get off me. Reptile. It makes me think of like when Reptile appeared in the first Mortal Kombat movie. It looked like the statue he came out of. Bergenworth. Okay, this is concerning. I literally just had like a lantern out there or whatever. Now they just gave me another one. I don't think they've ever given me lanterns this quick. I'm concerned. Alright, we're at Burgerworth and... I don't know. Chow Chow Master Onion might be able to give him like, you know, some run for his... Don't be running up on me like... This asshole's trying to Zerg rush me. First off, get some better Oh, hell no. Alright, first date, no time. Yeah. Oh my god. Hey, that's my line. That's my line taken. Because everyone here can tell you, like... Okay, hold on. What we learned. I'm talking to my viewers. Now sit down and shut up. Yeah, I've used that joke quite a few times already, previously, so... That's the reason why I think you just got to chuckle out of Amber, because that's been, like, one of my things lately. Just imagine me doing this and then, like, the thing just... You know what? I don't like you guys. Y'all are trying to fight me. Y'all trying to be rude as hell. I'm gonna come up and stab you in your ass. Oh, you meddling sons of bitches. Okay. Okay, you see your friend right there? Oh, kill me. You're gonna regret it. Dickless son of a... Okay, you know what? That's it. You see, I've been trying to be nice to you guys, but you know what? If you're gonna jump my bones like that, be ready to get penetrated. Okay, well... That's a joke. Gladly. You told me to. And he bat flipped off. Good timing on that, Elginox. I mean, we don't need a Mother May I going on in here. We don't need no triple dog dares. Oh, yo, Squiggly. Don't you insult me in Zoidberg. Blah, 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 blah. See, that's what you sound like. Hey, let go of me. Oh my god, can something in this game just not try to fucking hug me? Oh my god. And you gonna burp my brains out? Okay, I'm gonna go over here and heal. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna mess you up. I'm gonna muck you up right here in your... Oh my god, I hate this. How'd you botch that? Come on. Why is this one tougher than the last one I fought? I hate this stupid attack. You were so cheap. That's it. You trying to spam, huh? You went to the well too many times on that dickhead. I want you to try that again. Come on, fight me. Do it right here. And he did. Son of a... This thing sucks. Literally. Screw it, we'll do it my way. Screw him. Stupid. Okay, we're just gonna close those, thank you. Whatever, okay, we already know you a kinky ass thing or whatever. I ain't gonna stay around no more. That one was tougher than the first one I fought. Oh my god. Never again. Please, never again. What do I get from him? Because the thing is, like, all I got is 3 bullets from him. I'm hoping that what I got here actually is something decent. What's this rune I got? Bolt. No, arcane, like... Arcane damage reduced by 7%. I'm gonna go here and just stare at the moonlight. Okay, that is a nice view. Now the sun's not trying to kill me. Frickin'. Sorry, but your hentai ain't enticing. Okay, look, I went out and said it, okay? Okay, what the hell is that now? You sons of... Does that thing still follow me? I'm trying to, like, get them out of the way. Don't touch me. I don't play at opportunist crab now. Okay, let's see what... Okay, now what is this thing over here that's probably gonna end up killing me? What that? Fucking walking centipede Christmas tree looking... Okay. I fought bigger. It's got freaking lasers. It looks like a freaking Christmas tree. Oh my god, it's okay. You spoopy. Okay, look, dude. I got places to be. Let's just get this over with. Oh my god. It's a sponge. Yo, no one likes the opportunities. I think I already said that. Screw it. Normally I'll run from fights, but I'm gonna go open this door and I'm gonna go over here. Can you just please wait for the door open? Look, you're not invited, okay? My short. Good thing Yo, you missed. That thing's gotta go. It has got to go. Some other time. Yeah, bad attitude, sir. You got too many freaking teeth. I swear I saw a movie about you. And y'all know which one I'm talking about, but we're not gonna... Literally, you know, it's a movie about teeth. Okay. If I beat this thing, just got a freaking... Whip your hair back and forth. You got all those teeth, you only know how to bite? Better give it ideas. Alright. You better give me something good for that. What a freaking cop-out. I didn't get anything from fighting at... Oh, you stupid... Yeah, I ain't seen it. Sedative. Sedative. Liquid medicine to calm the nerves. Alright. It better been guarding something good over here. Great One's wisdom. Okay, I don't know if this was a shortcut. This actually might be a way we're supposed to be going. No, it's a shortcut. But I mean, at least we got it open, but alright, so that's where we came from. I definitely don't want to go and like activate that lantern, because, you know, I'd rather they keep like... Especially that Lovecraftian bitch up here or whatever. I definitely want to keep it, like, you know, kind of dead at the moment. Where'd he go? I know he did not get up and walk off. I know he didn't get up and walk off. That's concerning. Oh, huh? What in the hell are you doing? I became one with nature. Or just trying to branch out in a new... Whatever. Just do your thing as long as you ain't trying to, like, you know... If you want to get sucky in nature or whatever, be my guest or whatever, but... Alright, open up. Or not. Okay, I better not went down here just for, like, a locked door. There's gotta be something else here. This is the main place I was supposed to be going to or whatever. What about you? Alright, I'm gonna open this just because it was vexing me. Let me like open the other side. Well, Pearl Slug. I want to put it past these dorks like to put a bomb in one of these things, though. Pearl Slug. Where is it? Is it a key item? Material used in a holy chalice. Okay, so we use it for a chalice. Okay. Noted. Who the hell are you? I'm your opponent this evening. Good for you. Look, I'll bop you till you're dead. What was that? Okay. Is there anything here that's not Lovecraft, even the freaking hunters? Halt, found it. Cheater. Lovecraftian bitch. Hold on, timeout, alright? You know what? Okay, just build enough of your attitude. That hardly did anything. Nope. Christ, like, I mean, I'm getting, you know, everything you're always trying to, like, be sassy with me. Look, got place to be. Away from me. Yeah, I missed a chance at a visceral right there. Jesus! You're like the most dirty fighting hunter I've ever seen. Like throwing dirt in my face. You know, cheap ass. Come over here and try that again. I'm out of ammo. But not out of fighting spirit. Please, for the love of God, don't come back. I'm blue, dabu dee babu dead. Alright, Damien Mensis. Where the hell were you when I needed you a second ago? Anyways. I'm not dressing up like one of them. I'm not dressing up like a student. The spider hides all manners of rituals, certain to reveal nothing, for true enlightenment need not be shared. Yeah, and I was not enlightened there, so thank you for, like, you know, backing up your words. Okay, so we got choice. Like, I think I saw a ladder over here. So, what this? When the red moon hangs low, the line between man and beast is blurred, and when the great ones ascend, a woman will be blessed with child. Eh? Yeah, well, I got one for you, alright? So we're doing this fortune cookie crap. Confucius say, man who stand on toilet high on pot. Alright, so we going up here, or... What's your deal? Shit. Is that guy bigger, or... Yeah, he's the bigger one. I think. I hope you fall down the stairs and bust your ass. Okay, so we got ourselves a bit of an issue here. Do I try to open this? Please don't be a boss battle. Ah. That's totally an NPC right there. So, do I... I could probably take this dude as long as I'm careful. But he just hits me once where I'm probably screwed. And he's gonna be camping up here, so this might be an issue. Hang on. I really didn't want to have to use this. It didn't really help. Alright. It's not gonna waste. Because I want to see what this dork is guarding. Got him. It was a little close or whatever. Alright. Oh, it's so important he was guarding up here. Okay. I'm gonna double back. Phantasm shell. I don't want to say anything. Looks like the thing that Cthulhu looking thing, like try to shove down my... Empty shell that applies arcane power to weapon. Okay, nice. But that looks like what that Cthulian thing before, like, try to shove down my... Whatever he tried to shove it down. Either way, it wasn't pleasant. Okay. This is concerning. Who are you? Huh? Okay, you see, here's the problem I got with this. Just about every time, like, you know, I've tried to go in a particular direction in this game, someone was right there to kick my ass. I don't trust you. Yeah, I'm gonna come back. I don't feel good about this. My health is low. No. No. That's too sus. I think I know what's going on here, or whatever. He's about to, like, throw me into a boss battle. I bet you he is. What the hell's this? That's strange. I'm gonna go stock up first, because I remember, like, back at the Hunter's Dream, I'm pretty sure I've got, like, you know, I should have some more, blood vials, like, you know, in storage. I ain't trusting that. He's gonna, like, you know, casually point at that one thing right there. No, I'm about, I ain't falling for it. I know how this usually goes. And do I have any, nope. I should have some, crap. Well, this presents a problem. See, I could use those antidotes before. Yeah, this is an issue. I don't have any, blood vials. I don't have any. I couldn't tell if I had any Quicksilver rounds. Nope. Okay. Don't think I can use, like, my Madman's knowledge. Yeah, I can't use that to get Now, this right here is something I really wanted to do, so. 160 plus 117. It's almost like on par with the Hunter's Axe now. Alright, let me see. That might be the reason I haven't been doing a lot of damage either. Yeah, that thing's, oof. That thing's durability was trash right there. Do I have anything better for this, though? Well, I mean, yeah, that right there. 99. So what was it before? 88. Okay. I'm still waiting on using the, There's something like... Physical attack, I mean... Let's leave that the way it is. Ludwig's Blade. Alright. One other thing, let me check the... Alright. This right here. Yeah, see, I didn't have that thing about, like, you know, for the frenzy thing. See, that's the thing about the higher blood vial maximum. It's only one. I feel like that's kind of like, you know, that could be the difference between life and death. But otherwise, it's just like one more I can use. And I really feel like I'd like... Yeah, I'm not gonna be live too much longer myself, Amber. I'm just gonna like see if I can beat this next boss, whatever. That's probably gonna be it for me tonight. So I did get a late start, but yeah, yeah, go get some rest, and you know, I'll catch you later. See, I'm thinking if I do like, you know, the frenzy resistance, maybe that'll help. And that's something for when I go back to that one area, because I really don't need that one extra blood vial. Which I don't have any right now is the problem. I like how it's showing like a frenzy meter up there for no reason now. So I can buy some vials here. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'll just get 20, obviously. Alright, at least I got those stopped back up. I'm probably gonna need them. For sure, for sure. Now these jerks are gonna be respawned, but I could just like make a mad dash right on in. And I don't have to go up this, well, that one hunter should be gone, if I'm correct. Again, like, hunters aren't supposed to respawn. It makes sense, 'cause I think like when I went back to that one area, like they weren't there, so. I guess it's best solution. Just run through here. Avoid these guys. Let's hope that hunter's not upstairs. Okay, yeah. Alright. What the hell are you pointing at? I'm supposed to jump. Well, nothing ventured, rogues. I know who this is. I've seen it before. We got our boss, rogues. I think this is Rom. Yup. Well, let's get this fight underway. Yeah, I forgot. I gotta do some serious mob control here. Oh, yeah, he's a spider, but that looks like a sea turtle. So the thing is, like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this fight, because these guys are guarding him. Okay. I think I get it. I know what the trick is. It's the sides of them. That's the trick to this, though. I think I get it. I should be able to do more damage if I get around. Okay. Okay, I gotta go over there. He's gonna, like, you know, keep bringing more of these guys out, so I need to watch it. If I just ignore them for the most part and try to attack him, I should be able... That's the thing. These guys... Okay, they're a little bit faster. And I really don't care. Okay, just gotta make sure I don't get too greedy. Okay. I need to try to see where he warps to. There. Okay. So just can't get too greedy here. So many of them, though. I got him. Just got him. Now, question, I gotta beat these guys. All right, they're all dead. That was surprisingly easy. That was a trick to it where they put all his enemies there where you just had to focus on him. All right, so another boss I beat on the first go. Well, that's not good. They're talking about like a woman bearing a child or whatever during a blood moon or red moon or something. So I think we might have a problem. Hey, I'll take that win or whatever. I mean, at first I was kind of concerned because I smacked it. I was like, crap, I didn't do any damage. And I realized with the other things I was fighting, I was like, okay, the mask, like hitting them, like does no damage. But then when I hit the body, and that's where I got the idea, I just had like, you know, circle around to the side and just try to focus on him, dodge the others. There's a couple close calls there, but he was actually pretty easy. Ritual secret broken. Seek the nightmare newborn. That doesn't sound too nice. There was that hand. Did I ever go down here before? Cause the hand grabbed me before. Yargle Unseen Village. This is bad. Yep, I think I might have broke something. I think I might have broke reality. Oh, shit. More of these things. They're all over the place. Oh, crap. And this is one of those things I fought earlier, Rogues, and I've just went to a whole city of them. Well. Yep, looks like I know what we're going to be doing like next stream, Rogues. Either we're going to go back to the Nightmare Frontier and try to fight that one there, or we're going to go in here and see what this place has to offer. But honestly, I think like the first thing I'm probably going to do like next stream is because I keep on saying I want to go back to that one spot in the Forbidden... Wait, they're respawning. Okay, this is a problem. Maybe they're weak, but the enemies respawn now. Okay, so there's still just, you know, scrubs or whatever, but I need to be on my guard because they do respawn now. Like, without me going to the, fire. Okay. So, as it stands, the way this looks, I kind of want to go down there and see if maybe I can find a, see if I can find a fire. But I think probably the best step I can take instead, because I got plenty of these. I got 31,000, and I can go and, like, get it, like, do another upgrade to my, Yeah, we'll just go back to the Hunter's Dream this way. Because I know, like, probably the closest thing that can get me back over there, like, near that. Because I know where we are. Oh, shit. Well, that's a problem. I guess it's because the last place I woke up. So, as it stands, I may have to go down there. Because there's no way to get back up there, I don't think. Sky looks awesome, though, but... Alright, Rogue, so we're pretty much gonna have to, like, I mean, I don't know if I save the game, it'll, like, load me back here or what. See, now look. I'm having a feeling like I didn't notice this thing up there before. That's the one that grabbed me. So that's even creepier. See, this is the thing that kept on killing me before, like, before I found the, stone. So I guess I'm gonna have to, like, try to see if I can go further in just for right now. See if I can find a bonfire. I keep saying bonfire, but, you know, it's basically the same thing. It's Dark Souls. Alright, so yeah, Yahargul, Okay, good. There's one literally right here. Gotta say, this area is absolutely creepy, but I love the look of the sky, the sky, the moon, and everything. This is, like, definitely awesome in regards, like, you know, the way the sky changed and everything. Okay. Say back to the Hunter's Dream, take care of what I gotta take care of there. We're gonna go and call it on the stream for tonight, guys. I would go a little bit longer when, in fact, it's so late. I did get a bit of a late start and everything, but at least we got stuff done outside of, like, you know, one bit of BS that happened earlier in the stream, you know, which I do apologize. Even though it wasn't my fault that it came up, but still, I'm apologize you guys had to actually, you know, see that go on. But yeah, the way I look at it is that we got one boss that I do need to go back and take out. That's kind of like something I haven't really normally done on here. Usually whenever I fought a boss, I made sure to go back and, you know, finish it. This one right here, whatever, is one I kind of like had to like step away from, because I feel like I probably wasn't at the right level to fight it. But also, this may be like it's designed, because it definitely seemed, because I'm seeing those things all over the place. Definitely having a feeling like it's like supposed to be like a step up as far as bosses are concerned. And I'm thinking it may be an optional one, because obviously, you know, we obviously, like, you know, further the story, and we're going down to this one spot. I mean, I'm feeling like where we're going now, because it brought us back to that one spot in the Cathedral Ward, because it went, like, you know, way off, like, you know, from the Cathedral Ward and everything. Because originally, that spot took us, like, you know, to the Nightmare Frontier and, like, in that, the Lecter building or whatever. But then they just happened to take us back there, so I think it's safe to say we got to go down that way. So, yeah, well, I'm about to call it right here anyway, Nico. But I appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's pretty much like they're obviously like guiding me which way I need to go. But one thing I've noticed is that the optional bosses have like usually shown to be like much harder than the normal bosses. So yeah, we're gonna have to definitely go back and fight that thing at the Nightmare Frontier again. Which I know I can beat it. It's just gonna probably take a little more prep. I mean, I do have like Ludwig's blade that I'm trying to get upgraded, so I probably could take that in there, see how that works. But the main thing is just like, you know, I think also a lot of my problem was I was trying to like, you know, stay up there on it, hacking at its legs, and I need to just kind of like, you know, keep away and probably like watch its patterns and try to find the right time to hit in the head. Definitely was like that one thing that we fought, like that one electric thing. I forgot what it was, but the one in the area where I got kidnapped and sent to. Like that optional boss, it definitely seemed like it was a lot like that, and that it's tricky to hit, but we gotta like, you know, make sure we like time our attacks, and its head is the weak spot. I did like a few good chunks of damage on it. Just, you know, I think a lot of it is I was trying to rush it down, and that was a mistake on my part, but I'll eventually beat it. I don't know when. I may try to take another whack at it next stream, but either way, the main thing I would like to do next stream, now that we can kind of like, you know, choose where to go now, is I want to go back to the Forbidden Woods and check that one area where that one giant was walking around. I want to try to find my way back to that. Go there and see what was in there, and then we're gonna go back to Yahargal or whatever it was called. Nightmare Frontier. See if I can actually find it on here, because at the very least we should be able to find the yeah, it's not Moonside Lake. Let me see. Is there another? I might have a problem here. Yeah, Yahargal, Unseen Village, right there. All right, yeah, so we'll definitely be checking out more of this today, like sometime today, because again, like the next stream for Bloodborne is going to be my last one for a while, because Wednesday, or so basically we'll say now tomorrow, it's going to be more Chrono Trigger, which may hopefully possibly be like the second to last, if not second to last. You know, maybe like two or three more streams after, because we're going to be starting like probably doing the rest of the side quest for Chrono Trigger and doing more Crime Scene Cleaner. But after that, Thursday, I'll be, you know, officially starting my month of horror, like, throughout October, even though there are going to be some times where I'm probably a bit of time where I'm going to have to, like, you know, I won't be able to stream because I should hopefully be moving this coming up month. But, in between, I'm definitely going to be trying to, like, do my horror stuff and everything. And at least once I get moved, things should be a lot less chaotic and so on. I can get back, like, streaming like clockwork. But yeah, with that being said, guys, definitely appreciate everyone who came out and hung out with me tonight. You know, as we reminisce on, you know, some old memories, you know, like with Mixer and stuff. And, you know, outside like a little bit of a hiccup that happened earlier, which thanks, of course, Elginox was amazing on how he handled that, you know, helped me out with that one or whatever. It seemed like he was kind of like instinctual, like in going onto the YouTube chat. Because I mean, I kind of got the vibe that something was up when the person was asking, like, you know, check my stats. Because I mean, Elginox is also, I think, like, had experience with people come in his streams, like, you know, talking about, like, you know, show me your stats. And then they suddenly, like, were starting to be judgmental. But me, I didn't care about being judged for my stats. You know, I've been outspoken on saying I know I'm a noob at this game. I know I'm very new to it. This is my first playthrough of it. And this is like the longest amount of time I've spent on any, like, you know, Soulsborne game. So I know I'm a noob. But at the same time, I'm also have been managing to get through the game at my own pace and everything. You know, usually being like, you know, boss each stream, like whenever I do fight a boss and all that. I think I've been doing like kind of okay, you know, for what I've been doing. And it's just, my whole take on it is that the reason why I got a little frustrated, and I ain't gonna say it's like it's based around rage bait or whatever. It's just this person came in trying to, like, you know, tell me how to play my game that I'm experiencing for the first time, telling me upgrade this, do that. And I've still been going in, doing my thing, having fun with it. And that's basically, you know, how it is at the end of the day. I'm not like, you know, like really taking this game seriously. You know, I'm not like, you know, just being like a hard ass, you know, just focused solely on just trying to get through it. You know, I've been trying to make jokes, been having a good time with the gameplay, playing it, you know, my way. You guys seem like y'all been enjoying it, and that's like, you know, what matters most to me. So, it was just the audacity of them coming in. Again, with YouTube, with me being a partner, I do have, like, you know, not everyone has this, but partners do have access to like a little list of rules that pops up when someone goes in. So it outright said no backseating, and this person comes in and does that anyway. And then, like, after me and Elgin both said, you know, stop backseating, they're gonna proceed to say, you know, like, do it now, I'm bored. And that's why I said, you know, if you're bored, leave. I appreciate my viewers, but I don't appreciate my viewers that come in, like, you know, acting like they own the place. I've had it happen too many times before, and it doesn't, like, no one wins in that situation. It makes, like, you know, people watching stream feel uncomfortable, you know, who are just there for the gameplay. It puts the streamer in a tight spot and everything where, you know, he or she, like, has to be a jerk, you know, to someone, like, you know, or basically ban someone when honestly they probably don't want to dish out bans. And it makes the person who did it, you know, going to say it bluntly, rogues, look like an asshole. And I'm just not about like that gatekeeping crap, you know, where people like who played through a game before are like, oh, this noob right here, yeah, I'm gonna look better than him. You're just gonna make me look cool. No, it makes you look like a dick, you know. And there's just no place for that here. You know, we're here, you know, just basically, I'm here, you know, to share my love of gaming with people, and you know, and we're not about like, and like as far as like multiplayer stuff's concerned, it's basically we're just here to have fun, and our play style might not be like, you know, when like be it if it's single player or multiplayer. My play style may not be for everyone. Me and my friends, their play style may not be for everyone. But that's the joy of, you know, this or whatever. Everyone, like when it comes to gaming, everyone like, you know, can play a game differently and all that. And I think it's just, you know, bullshit when someone like, you know, goes to try to tell someone else who spent, you know, money on a game they want to enjoy their way how to play it. You know, if you want to see this game played a certain way, play it that way yourself, or you know, find someone else that's playing it that way. You know, I'll say, you know, I made a mistake, like, you know, where my stamina is. Like, I need to upgrade my stamina a little bit more. I've read, like, things online, people were saying, you want to have it at least 15. But others were saying, like, you know, have it, like, at least, like, you know, have it, like, at least 15, but probably no higher than 25 or whatever. So I'm trying to get it up a little bit more. But like I said, you know, saying, you know, I know even I've said earlier I wasn't going to address this, Rogues, but this is just, like, in closing statements, pretty much just, you know, because I feel like it needs to be addressed because it's so problematic in the streaming community, and like, in the gaming community. You know, but literally this person saying they were bored. Like, upgrade my stats, I'm bored. Upgrade your stats, I'm bored. What the hell's like that got to do with your boredom? You know, it's like me like, you know, going back and upgrading like these stats by a couple of points or whatever. How's that like, you know, dictate your boredom? You know, and I can understand like if I was like basically like doing something repetitive, like in an area, like a opening, like a starting area that was completely unnecessary. But I was at an area I hadn't explored before, you know, trying to like see what was new there. And, you know, but I'm not upset about it, Rogues. I'm more upset about y'all having to see it happen and someone coming and insulting me like that. Eldnox handled it very succinctly, and I told that person straight up, you know, that things like that don't fly here. And it would have been the same thing, like, you know, if, like, we were, like, playing, and he would have, like, you know, like, said something, like, you know, me and my friends were playing something, and they would have said something about one of my friends, how they played. I was like, look, that's their play style. Is their way, a choice to play that way. That's not your place to dictate it. You know, they paid money for this game, or was possibly gifted this game. It's no one's right to tell someone else how to play a game. You know, it's, you know, but either way, guys, I still had a lot of fun tonight with this. It was still like, you know, great, like exploring a new area, you know, getting my ass succinctly kicked by a boss that I still had like a lot of fun insulting, and at least, you know, going on and taking down my third boss in the game that I've, you know, beaten in one go. Because, you know, it was Rom, those 3 guys we fought 2 streams back. And also there was like, you know, the, I can't remember if it was Amelia or whatever, but like the one that turned to the beast thing that we got the amulet from back in the cathedral. So I still like take pride, you know, in the fact that at least, you know, with me thinking I was originally going to struggle exponentially with this, where I probably wasn't going to be able to get past the first few bosses, I've actually managed to take down a few bosses in one go, and even a few other ones within like, you know, maybe like within like 10 tries or whatever, when I thought I was going to struggle massively with this game. And as I've continued to say, it was worth me, you know, it was worth the wait. It took me a while to get around to playing this, but it's definitely, you know, already gone down as well, like one of my favorite games of all time. And I hate that it took so long to get around to it, because Bloodborne's fucking amazing. But anyways, that said, there'll be another stream for this sometime today, Rogues, and it'll be like I said, the last stream of this until I get back to doing the it'll probably be like probably somewhere around November that I'll get back to it. That's one reason I went on and finished up Shinobi Art of Vengeance the other day, so we can go ahead and get that, at least, you know, get one game that I was working on finished before I start the month of horror. But as far as Thursday is concerned, I don't know what game I'm going to start with. It may be Amnesia: The Bunker. I may start off with finally getting back to Nun Massacre or whatever. But I do know at the very least, I'm going to make sure I talk to Elginox and check with him and see if he's going to be up for, like, you know, starting our Left 4 Dead playthrough on Saturday. Because that is, like, definitely something that I do need to finally get around to. I've never beaten any of the Left 4 Dead games. Me and him have been overdoing. We try, like, you know, start the series over. We may have, like, a couple other people, like, join us on it. So we're going to hopefully be able to get to that on Saturday. But anyways, that said, Rogues, again, because I think I've done 3 outros already. Much love. Think you guys gonna... We need to try to do a raid. I got, like, ahead of myself. Let's see if we can, like, find someone to raid first. Yeah, because I haven't raided, I think, the past couple streams. We need to try to do one tonight. Let me see here. Let's see who we got who may be live. I don't know if, I mean, I know, like, a lot of times I've tried to, like, you know, raid someone like who was doing Bloodborne. They're, you know, they were, it seemed like, you know, they weren't really talking, so they were mainly just focused on the run, which is understandable, you know. It's like, I'm definitely someone who tries to be chatty with his viewers, but there's some who probably just want to play the Bloodborne, do no commentary. And a lot of times I've seen like I've tried like when I've tried to like raid people playing Bloodborne, that's most of what I found. But we'll see what we find tonight. So raid browser. If not this, I'll see who is live. Trying to think. Yeah, it seems like a lot of them. Oh, this guy might have been like where I was. He's been like for. All right, yeah. So Ryu Zetsumi. I think we're gonna raid them. Everyone welcome JRPG Souls like, and it says Hunter Travis. I wonder if he's like at the same spot that I am. I don't know. Either way, he's only got 2 viewers. We're gonna like try to see if we can get him a few more guys. Definitely. Let me get that copied because I do not feel like typing that back in. All right. Okay, yeah, I think he's definitely further than me. So definitely gotta probably like, you know, just raid and run. No offense to him. I just don't want any spoilers. But he definitely fought something I ain't seen. But I've seen before. But yeah, he's playing Bloodborne himself. So we're gonna raid. Get this right here. Ryu Zetsumi. Definitely sounds like it would be like a some kind of like, you know, anime character. So anyways, guys, for those who haven't raided before, kind of give you a thing here. So it's gonna be like right here. Those who have raided, you know how this goes. And also there's the pop-up flood, so you guys kind of like see right here. So it's gonna be Mask Mare welcomes you. Hey, words are tonight.
Cool.
Hang on, I'm trying to get this done for it. All right, welcomes you to the Mask Parade. All right, guys, this is the sign right here. This is the don't spam it or whatever. Just like post it once. Anyways, that's it right there. See you guys tomorrow for next or later today for next episode of this. But until next stream, Rogues, much love. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me. Sorry for what happened earlier. Hopefully it won't happen next time. But you guys be safe. Much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for watching.